Hey everybody, Coach MJ here. Tonight's topic, it's a little dark in here, but it's weird because, for so many weeks now, it's been so light out. At this time of day, I haven't even thought about bringing in any extra lighting, but now you know that summer is coming to a close because it's getting dark out early. Anyway, tonight's topic is how to build confidence as an athlete. So whether you are watching me live or on the replay, this is a great episode, and let me tell you why. Because there is not a single one of us who walks into a race day situation and is not filled with nerves and anxiety and self-doubt and can I do it and am I going to reach my goal and am I going to finish and what happens if I get kicked in the swim and what happens if I do this or that. So all of us have this, okay, all of us. Hey Jackie, hey Jim, Nora, thank you guys. Shh, don't say that. I know, right, Lisa? So anyway, let me jump right into it. So the very first thing, this is so good, you guys. The very first thing is to set realistic goals. So if you're out there and you're training for your first half Ironman, let's just say that, and your long runs in your, when you just go out and run, you're not doing the swim and bike before, and your long runs are 9-minute miles, don't expect to be doing 8:30s on race day, okay? The other thing is, miles per hour. So many athletes get caught up on miles per hour. But here's the deal, guys. Miles per hour is not a good measurement of your performance because there are too many other factors at stake. Meaning, number one, hills, right? You're not going to go, if your average is, say, 18 miles an hour, you're not going to go, if you can go 18 miles an hour on a flat course, that doesn't mean you're going to go 18 miles an hour on a hilly course, or if it's really hot, or if there's altitude. So miles per hour is not really a good gauge. Hey Tina, congratulations on your race, lady. It was good to see you today. Hey Lara. Anyway, we all suffer from this. So these are some things that I want you to take into consideration. I want you to be very realistic. And when we talk about setting realistic goals, you guys, I did an episode a while back that talked about ABC goals. I mean, we talked about SMART goals, blah, 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 but ABC. So anytime I've ever gone into a race, I have an A goal, a B goal, a C goal. You can't hear me? Can you hear me? Oh, well, Lisa can hear me. Faux show. So ABC goal. So your A goal, you guys, is you are on fire. You're having the best day of your life. Relatively nothing goes wrong. It's perfect weather conditions. It's all good. Your B goal is maybe you didn't get a good night's sleep or you ate something funny the night before or it's a little windy on the course. So, it's not going to be your best time, your best race ever. And then your C goal is hold it together and finish that race. Make sure you get to the finish line. So that's what I always try to do. So it's not about, oh my gosh, you guys, I need to do XYZ time for this race, because you don't know. And here's another goal that people try to do, which is, I think, really hard, is they try, I want to win my age group at this race. You don't know who else is going to show up. You don't know. So, there are always going to be people better than you, and there are always going to be people not as good as you. That's it. You just have to hope that nobody better than you shows up that day. So that's nothing that you can control. All you can control is how you perform on race day. Hey, Lisa. Oh, thank you for sharing that. Yeah. Oh, yes. So if you want, please share TriRightCoaching.com/bonus. I have these tips and more about what you can do to build your confidence before, in the days leading up to and on race day. All right. It was an A day. Oh, Donna, that is so awesome to hear. That's very, very cool. Oh, wait. Last week's winner of these, you guys, very, very cool socks. Finished strong. Very cool. Cowbell. It's you, girly. All you have to do is send me your address. I'll mail these out to you, or I'll get them to Lisa who can get them to you. But I love these socks. And guess what, you guys? I might have more of these pairs to give away. But not tonight. Tonight's giveaway is the transition towel, your checklist. This thing is so cool. Here's why this towel is really cool, you guys. It's not only got your checklist, so you really don't need one, although if you want one, I offer one on my Facebook page. All you have to do is click on the banner and you can go to the link. But it's bright orange. What did I tell you about making a bright towel so that you can see your stuff like from a mile away, right? A bright, obnoxiously colored towel. So this is something that I would use to pack, and then I would throw this down underneath all my race stuff and race with it. That's what I would do with this towel. So that's next week's. Oh, and next week's topic, before I even go on, rules of your taper. Because I see so many athletes ruining it. Don't ruin your taper. You've worked hard for your taper. Take your taper. All right. Number 2, diversify your training partners. What does this mean? Very rarely will you find athletes who are, in your area, convenient to you, who are the same ability as you in your swim and your bike and your run. So when and I've done this before, I tried to train with people, the same people for the same race, but our abilities were just too different. So what you want to do is, for years I had my swim people, my bike people, and my run people, right? So there were people that I always tried to work out with people who are just a little bit faster than me at each of the disciplines. That is how you get better, but not always. And anybody who has known me for years and years knows that I was the team captain of the Chicago Triathlon, the Shy Tri Lunatics team for years. They don't even have Lunatics teams here in Chicago anymore, you guys. Yep, they dumped it. But for 7 years, I was the team captain. And we had to do these rides and runs for people getting into the sport. Well, I would be there and never, ever, ever go my ability. My goal on those days was to just be back and chill and teach people how to run well, how to ride well. So that, I think, really helped. It gave me, so it was a Monday night run, and I knew I wasn't going to be running anywhere near what I'm capable of, but that was okay because my goal was a nice, easy recovery run. So what you want to do is break up your training partners. Some days, you want to be fast and you want to go all, right at your target zones. Some days, I'm going to encourage you to step back, take it easy, go with people who can't keep up with you, and then stay at their pace. Yes, it works, you guys. It works. And then, sometimes you want to go at people who are much faster than you. Well, maybe not much faster than you because that's a little bit depressing. Maybe just a little bit faster than you, so that you can kind of go and try and catch them and keep up. You need that towel, Lara? Do ya? See, because I didn't know you back when we did the there was TriSmart coaching at the time. TriSmart, the big transition towels, all those ones you see in the CT studio. I gave those out to every single Tri Club member. I bought those. They were expensive, but it was really good. Means find more than one crazy person to join you in training. Yes, Tina, but not even crazy. I'm going to encourage you to find some people who are not crazy, who just want to go out and just chill and just have fun. And that takes the pressure off of you, but it also helps you by, you've got to do some really hard, fast workouts. You got to do some medium ones and you got to do some easy ones. And so if you're always trying to train with people who are at your ability or faster, then every single workout becomes a fast one. And that's just too much. It's too much. You're not gonna achieve your full potential by going red line every single time you race or work out. It doesn't work that way. So you have to, and I'm not saying every single I'm not saying 5 days a week work out with people that are slower than you. I'm not saying that. And slower is good, and I'm not trying to diss anybody about your ability. It is what it is, because we all started somewhere. When I first started my running, I was the back of the pack. I was, at the end, and then I got, to the 3/4 of the way back, and then half, and then, towards the front. So I didn't do all of that alone. I had training partners along the way, and anybody who knows me knows that, I don't know, I do 90% of my workouts were with people. It's a social thing for me, you guys. I didn't ever do it alone. I just strategically figured out who I should swim with, who I should bike with, who I should run with. Okay? That's how I did it. All right. Hey, Eric. Hey, Tracy. Hey, Russ. Thanks for hopping in. Russ, what's up, dude? Send me a picture in some of the TriRight stuff I sent you so I can put it on my page. Okay, so diversify your training partners. Number 3, practice your race scenarios. This is so important. Not just transitions, although I think the blog post is coming out on Thursday about this, but the blog post says especially transitions. Yeah, you better practice that. But race day scenario, what happens if you get a flat tire? How are you going to handle it? And if you don't know how to change a flat tire, please learn. Please learn. For the sake of your training partners and your own race, please learn how to change a flat tire. And you have to make sure you have the right tools, because anybody can just go buy a bunch of tools at the bike store and then put them in a tool bag on the back of your bike, and then you get a flat, but you don't know how to use anything. What are you going to hope that someone helps you? Probably someone will, but be self-sufficient. So I'm going to tell you that you should practice all of your race day scenarios. I've practiced transitions, swim to bike, bike to run. I have practiced flat tires. I have practiced everything, right? So that nothing comes to as a surprise on race day. And one of the things I always talk about too are workouts that are quote unquote race day rehearsals. So you wear exactly what you want to wear on race day. You eat you go to bed the night before, when you're going to go to bed the night before the race. You eat in the morning what you're going to eat the day of the race. You fuel during your ride, run, workout, whatever, as you're going to do it during the race, and then your recovery. But all of that, because if you don't do that and you change something last minute, what if it doesn't work out? Like you got this great new tri kit, right? And then all of a sudden you're running. Oh, this happened to me once. Is you're running and I'm like, the zipper here chafed. Oh my gosh. And I was doing a half Ironman, and for 13 miles, it was terrible. I mean, thank God I had my Aquaphor, but, but you want to practice that. Had I known that, I would have known that I needed to put some Body Glide in that spot or move that zipper around so that it would not chafe. So yes, Donna. Hey, Susie. Oh, and I yelled at you, Susie. I never yell. Did I say that? Yeah, I never yell. Okay, to get this week's bonus, TriRightCoaching.com/bonus. And this is going to be a checklist for you, but this is much more. This is just like a fraction of what's on that, because I'm not going to sit here and chat at you all night, because we all got stuff to do. So yeah, share the video if you want to get this week's freebie, which is the towel. I'm kind of sad that I'm giving it away because I really like it a lot, but it's cool. It will benefit one of you much more than it would benefit me. So that's what I'm giving away this week. Hey, Lisa, congrats on your race. You're looking fly, girl. Hey, Penny, thank you for joining in. Okay, so practice your race scenarios. Number 4, get professional input. Whether that's a coach, do some research. Here's the thing. You can get a training plan online. You guys, you can absolutely do that. Here's the problem. It doesn't change. It doesn't customize it for you. And it's a big reason why I got into coaching in the first place is I used training plans online, and some way or another, they all let me down. And it didn't work because either it didn't put the workouts on the days that I wanted to do the workouts, and then it didn't add in. So here's the big one. I took a plan offline for my Ironman. I'm going to do an Ironman. I'm going to get this plan online. But what about all the races I do in between? So I wanted to do this race and this race, and here's what people will do. I'm doing that half Ironman on Sunday, but I got to get my long run in on Saturday, and then I've got to get that other long bike in I'm going to try to do that on Monday, or I'll do it after it's hard, you guys. It's really hard. So it doesn't have to be me. Just talk to somebody, and I will totally discourage you from asking your questions on big group forums on Facebook. Really important things. I mean, like, you want to talk about, hey, you guys, like, what saddle is comfortable for you? Go ahead and do that. But here's the problem with big group forums when you ask questions like that, real important, like, how do I do this for my race questions, you'll get a million different answers, and now you have too much information. In fact, okay, I just did this, and it wasn't anything to do with triathlon. Okay, if you get grossed out by stuff, look away from the camera real quick. Okay, if you get, oh, thanks, Wes. I'm glad that you had a good race. Okay, if you get grossed out by the camera, look away. This, okay, I cut my finger. It doesn't look so bad today, right? I guess that's not really gross. I put a post on there because I'm worried about it, because it's almost a week now and it's not closing up. So I posted, hey, all my doctor and medical friends, should I be worried? You know, like should I be worried about it? And it's not that painful. I got, I don't know, 30 different answers. Different answers. Well, now I don't know. Now I'm not going to do any of them because I don't know which one's right. So the same thing happens when you post a question like that in those big group forums. You're going to get a million different answers from probably a lot of people who aren't even qualified to answer those. And that's one thing, as a coach, it frustrates the heck out of me to see people giving bad advice. But you know what? If you're asking a question like that on an open forum, free game. I'll tell you exactly opposite of what you need to do. You don't know any difference. You know, I would never do that. Kelly, girl, you won. You won the socks. Thanks for hopping on. Congratulations on your race today. Girl, you won these. Send me your address, or I can give them to Lisa and she can get them to you, because I know you guys see each other once in a while. So let me know. Whoop, whoop. Congratulations. Hey, Catherine, thanks for hopping in. Okay. So please, you guys, to win this week's freebie, all you have to do is share this video. Did I even say that? I don't even know if I said that yet. The transition towel. To win the transition towel, that's how you get entered in the raffle. I pick it like 2 hours before I do the video. Next week's video is going to be rules of your taper. Like, don't mess it up. Hey, Maribel. Thanks for hopping on. All right, last one. Cheer yourself on. Be your own biggest cheerleader, you guys. It is so important to be positive when you're doing this stuff. It's real easy to be negative. It's so many people. Okay, so I was at the Naperville Triathlon today. Congratulations to all you finishers out there. It was so much fun cheering everybody on. But so many people, like the day before, were like, the weather's going to be bad. Maybe 2 days before. The weather's going to be bad. It's going to be cold. It's going to be rainy. Blah, blah, blah. Chill. The weather was perfect. It was perfect. And that's just it. You can't control the weather. So why waste any energy on thinking about the weather? You just prepare for it. Whatever it gives you, all the other racers have to deal with it. You prepare for it. Hola. Hey, Russ. Thank you for sharing. Hey, Lara. Yes, the bonus. It's these tips, but more. It goes much more in depth. That way you don't have to take any notes. Just download it and use it. Because my goal, you guys, is to not have you second guess yourself in the days before the race and on race day. You put in your time, you put in your training, you got to be confident. So cheer yourself on. Here's another thing. Let's just say that you just finished a long run, and I have a friend who kind of just did this. You just finished a long run, and it wasn't your greatest. It kind of beat you up a little bit. Do you go back and beat yourself up and be like, I stink, I can't do it, oh my gosh, my race is ruined, what am I doing, I'm out of my league, blah, blah, blah? Would your training partner say that to you? Would your coach say that to you? Then why are you saying it to yourself? Okay? Yes, we all have bad training days, we all have tough days, and that's okay. It's just kind of par for the course. I just had another athlete, and I don't think she's on here. I don't think she's on here tonight, but she's like, I don't know if I can handle the hills, MJ. I don't know if I can handle the hills. Well, then what I want you to do is start thinking about how you are a rock star hill climber. Start thinking about that. Like, believe in yourself. Know that you can do it, right? You have to change the way you think about it, because it's that whole Henry Ford quote, which you guys, if you've been watching me for a while, you know I love it. Whether you think you can and you can't, or you can't, you're probably right. It's true. It's true. If you talk yourself into being a bad hill rider and your race is hilly, you're going to have a bad race. You're going to have a bad bike ride or run or whatever it is. So what I want you to do is be like, yeah, I got this. I'm going to do it. I trained. I put in my time. I'm totally prepared, and I'm going to knock it out of the park. That's what I want you to do. Talk to yourself and be nice to yourself. Be confident. You know, be realistic. Don't be thinking, oh yeah, I'm going to bust out 7-minute miles when you never ever run anything less than 10s. You don't get crazy, but be realistic and cheer yourself on. Just be confident, right? That goes such a long way. Embrace the bucket of see, you know what, Tina? I kind of don't like that phrase because I don't believe that it sucks. I don't want to think that way. I don't want to think that it's negative. But when I'm out there, yeah, sometimes I'm like, this is so hard. Why do I even do this? Right? But I try not to think that way, because if I think about it that way, I'm already defeated before I even get into it. See, Maribel, right? You didn't, oh, right, Donna? See? Oh my God, girl, yay, yay. You guys have to be confident. You have to believe in yourselves, and you can do whatever it is that you put your mind to. Now, yeah, there's work that comes with it. So if you're dedicated to it and it's something that you really, really want, I believe that you can do it. Here's the other thing, and it's not even on here. I don't know if it's on the download, but please don't compare yourself to any other racers. Don't do it. And that's one thing when people say, oh, I want to win my age group. You don't know, an ex-pro could be in your age group and racing that day, and I experienced that, and I got my butt kicked. But like, just do you. Just work on the best races I've ever had, you guys. And you never go into it thinking, oh, I want to win. I want to win this, or I want to crush this, or, well, crush it, yes, for yourself. But don't compare yourself to anybody else, because they're not you. They're not you. Just be better than you were the day before, or the race before, or the workout before. Just do you. Focus on you. You can't control what anybody else is going to do. You can only control what you do. And that's what I want you to think about. All right. So next week's giveaway. So please share the video. And I'm going to enter you in a raffle for this. And I'll give this away next week. And next week's topic is rules of your taper. Okay? Because the taper is just as important as the workouts, you guys. So it's really important that you get it right. And I see a lot of athletes not doing it right. So I wanted to address that. So there you go. TriRightCoaching.com/bonus for these tips and more. And thank you so much for hopping on. I appreciate you guys spending a little bit of your Sunday evening with me. And I'll see you right here again next week, 7 p.m. Central Time. All right? Have a great week.